Hello.
Karthik, do you have any network problem? It's just getting continuously dropped off.
Yeah. Actually, I'm in a remote village, so here the network is very low. Amit with Aparna. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking maybe you could come to Pune and all, but since now you are saying that you cannot come to Pune.
Yeah, actually, so this is the festival time. Okay. So it's difficult.
Yeah, but after festival, I think you are working with
No,
when.
I am at client location currently. Okay, so that will take little bit time. As we are providing the reverse KT to the customer, so once the KT is done, only so there is a possibility to come to Pune.
Okay, and your contracts are expiring, right, by 26?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And okay, so you're still expiring by 26?
Yeah, it's still expiring, but we have to give some kind of reverse charging. Okay. So once
Oh, okay.
okay. So the reverse order will be there. So mean that so we
Oh,
are working, they'll be seeing. Okay, so then they'll be working and we are monitoring them.
okay. Um, I have to ask you some more questions that which I could not ask you the other day, and I really thought that I could ask you while you are on face to face. But it seems like you're not coming face to face. So is it okay if I'll ask you those questions right away?
Yes, no problem.
Okay. So can you tell me when should the cost of threshold for parallelism be modified?
So when we have the that is right type CX packet when comes. Okay, so we can modify the that is cost of parallelism can be modified.
And can you tell me at least one risk of always on AG in SQL Server 2012? One risk.
One.
Can you tell me one risk of always on AG in SQL Server 2012?
One risk in the sense where sometimes the data is not synchronizing. Okay, so when it comes with primary to one of the replica because of the AG settings, so where we have verified the settings of AG and we have increased the timeout period, so which resolve the kind of issue.
And would you think that it is complex to implement and manage?
Which one, AG?
Yes.
No, it's not complex to manage. Okay, so that this is the first time it was introduced in 2012, right? Okay, so going forward, maybe in 14, next year, one very version, so once we familiar, we can easily handle. So I didn't feel much difficulty. Okay, so why? Because so it doesn't require much hardware. Okay, and even with normal basic level information itself we can manage. So at the same time, it is providing the DR, it is providing the high availability. So I don't think so it is complex to manage. But kind of maintenance, somewhat okay. So it's difficult. Suppose when you want to perform a kind of just restore, when you want to bring the production to production database to again test environment. So in that case, you have to remove the database from availability group, and then you have to synchronize all your things to the okay uh, part again, and then you have to add it again.
So you need to say it requires this admin knowledge as well as the DB admin knowledge.
Sorry.
That means it requires this admin knowledge as well as the DB admin knowledge, right?
Yes.
Okay. If a virus scanner is running on your SQL Server database server,
Okay.
so as a DBA, what would you recommend?
Okay, so definitely I'll be excluding the data files and log files and backup files. Okay, from the scanner, why? Because when the scanner is performing, so will cause the kind of performance issues on the SQL server. So that is the one reason.
And let's suppose a VM environment, and is it always better to have as many as virtual CPUs and as the VM where admin will get? Is it always better that you should take all the virtual CPUs
For a single machine,
in the VM environment? In a VMware, you have been given a so what would you think that you should take as much as virtual CPUs which is given by the VMware admin?
no, depends on the environment you are choosing. Okay, so it's not a good to take all CPUs. Okay, managing. So whatever the requirement you have, you can keep allocation only those, and so if there is a requirement, you can increase.
Because there are multiple guests there on that VM.
Yeah, definitely. If there are multiple applications, definitely even that VMs also require the CPU size.
So what is the biggest mode of failure for a failover cluster?
Biggest mode of,
Biggest mode of failure for a failover cluster?
you mean the limitation?
The point of failure for a failover cluster?
Failure.
Hmm.
Failure. mm, No, we didn't have that kind of any biggest failures in our environment.
No, but what is the weakest point for cluster?
You mean the kind of
The storage?
disadvantages you mean?
The storage?
Storage, we are using ISKZ and SAN.
Yeah, so do you think that is the biggest point of failure for cluster?
Yes.
What are the ways you can try to make a full backup run faster?
You can use split backup. You can use taking split backup. Okay. So where multiple threads will run to take the backup, so which will run faster.
Others?
Uh, or else you can use a simple compression to run faster.
Compression, okay. More?
Mm, so these are the two ways we can do.
You can name a few. Like you probably have a faster storage.
Which one?
You probably need to have a faster storage. We might have
Okay.
to cut
So then
the
I am just explaining from SQL point of view. Definitely, you require a good RAID
better
level.
network
Yes,
throughput,
good RAID level. Okay, storage. You required. Okay,
more
so
network throughput,
yes, that is correct.
better network throughput,
Yes, that is
better
correct.
network throughput,
Yeah, correct.
or scan snapshot,
For snapshot, database snapshot.
scan storage snapshot.
Yes, so that is also required.
These will actually fasten up your backup process, right?
Yes, correct.
So what is the first thing you would do if you get an alert that the database had a corrupt page in it, a corrupt page?
I look for kind of error log. So is there any reason why it is corrupted? Okay, so first of all, verifying the log, or even you were to identify so what is happened internally at the time. Okay, so then so definitely it is a matter of time to recover the pages or database. Okay, so there are two ways so we can recover the things. You can use the page restore option, or you can recover repair option. You can do. You check the
After running the check.
So CheckDB with the repair, with repair underscore data loss and repair underscore rebuild, the three options are there. Or if you feel that the previous backup is having good page, and you can use the, if you know the exact page which is having issue, so then you can restore the page from your previous differential backup.
Mm. And imagine you have a critical production database where a transaction has been killed. and it is taking a very long time to roll back. And there are processes which are also being blocked. So what would you do?
The transaction is rollbacking. Definitely, we have to continue to be the same. Why? Because it is in the rollback mode, and we cannot take any kind of action on that. Okay. So you have to wait until the transaction completes. Simply.
But if there are processes which are being blocked, then
So you already killed the transaction, right? So you already killed the transaction. Okay. So it is in the process of rollbacking, and so you have to wait until the transaction completes. So you can check the rollback status. Okay, kill status. You can verify how much time it is going to take, and simply wait for that.
or we'll make sure it is not an orphan DTC process.
Hassan DTC.
Mm-hmm.
No idea.
We have a critical services which will not start.
Sorry.
It does not start.
Sorry.
There is a critical SQL service which will not start. So what would we do?
You have to verify.
A critical SQL server.
Okay, you have to verify the first log by going to the configuration manager. Advanced startup parameters. Take the log path. Then okay, so just open the path and verify. So what is the issue? Why it was not starting? So whatever the issue it was there with the SQL server, it will be recorded in the error log. So 100% based on the log, you can manage the thing.
So if the user is saying that they cannot connect to a SQL server, what would you do?
Okay, so you have to check whether even you are also able to connect or not. Okay, and apart from that, if it is not giving any connection, you can use the DAC connection. Okay, to connect the SQL server and to troubleshoot it.
No, it's only a certain group of application people are not able to connect to.
You can check the port number. You can verify the remote admin connections. Okay, so the port number is able to connect or not, and you can verify it, and you can create a UDL file and you can test it. Okay, so by selecting any proper database, whether it is able to connecting or not.
And then firewall and all with each other? Firewall?
Yes, definitely firewall. So we have to check with Windows Team to see whether the block port number is blocked or not. Okay, and any port numbers, the protocols are in disabled things. So definitely you have to verify the error again. So based on the error message, you can troubleshoot.
Can you tell me a time when you had actually troubleshoot a slow performance?
Fine.
Can you tell me an example where you had troubleshoot and slow performance issue? Slow performance.
Okay, slow performance issue where query is running slow. Our query yesterday it was run fine, today it was running slow. So those things we have
Yeah,
managed.
something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
So we manage multiple things to verify the things. We verify the blockings and we verify deadlocks
Mm-hmm.
and we verify the database growth and we verify uh, any jobs are running at the time and we verify to see okay fragmentation.
Can you tell me your approach? Like, how was the issue identified? What symptoms were there? And
So this is the way first I'll verify the blocking to see is there any blocking is there at the time. Okay, and apart from that I'll verify then is there any deadlocks are recorded at the time to see okay to manage that. And apart from that I look is there any jobs are running at the time to perform the query to be running slow. So how are the database growth is configured? Okay, and verified. Okay, So apart from that, I'll verify is there any fragmentation issues that indexes in a particular database.
How about the rate type?
Yeah, let us, if I'm just going one by one. So you have to go to basic indexes, you can verify the statistics, and you can look for the execution plan, and you have to look for the weight types as well. So what is the current weight type? Okay, so why it is getting, so is there any way to accommodate that? You can verify the CPU and memory related things as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So have you any specific examples? I mean, do you have any specific examples where you have, help fix that low performance issue?
Yeah, the same kind of performance issue what I have explained. Okay, explained in the sense query was running, so it's updated by the user. So immediately we verified all these things. Then we verified through execution plan. We found that a key lookup is causing. Okay, so there for that we have used the covering index concept to clear that.
Okay. So the one question that is very much specifically asked, we'll forward it for the customer round. Tell me about the bad day you have had, the worst day as a DBA, where you really have to almost work like 48 hours in a go, like that. Do you have any such incidents?
Only one time.
Examples?
So where the customer has to build the 4-node cluster with 7 instances. Okay. So it was a very long day, almost 2 days. So almost 18 hours a day we have worked continuously to provide the result. So we have very less time to build the cluster. So we took almost 2.5 days continuous time to build all the things, and we provided to the delivery.
Oh, good, good. And in your Kono cluster, you said there were multiple instances. Were they shared by different applications?
It's a similar application.
So have you actually supported an environment where multiple applications are residing on your server?
Multiple applications, yeah, there are one server will have multiple applications with multiple databases.
Yes, so you have supported that environment, right?
Yes.
How do you address the resource contention issues there? I mean, how do you manage that there are multiple applications going on with different database instances? So how do you make sure that there is not too much of resource contention among each other?
Okay, so the thing is like while addressing while designing the server itself will have a good hardware. Okay, so that is the reason why when we are managing with multiple applications on a single server, we make sure that we'll have a better hardware to reduce all these cases. So that is the reason why we're not worried about that.
Have you addressed resource contention because of the different applications running on the same server? Have you had it faced? Okay. What would you consider when you said max server memory?
Definitely it was a total 90% of the memory which is having a server. So we'll be keeping 90%, that is the maximum server memory.
This is all that you will consider?
Yes. So 90% only we are considering, and 10% we are keeping for the Windows.
So you will not consider whether the CLR is used or not. What is the total amount of RAM on the server?
Okay.
Or the performance counter history of the available MB?
Okay. So you can verify the total server memory, target server memory, buffer cache hit ratio, page load expectancy. Okay. So these are the general counters to identify the current usage. So the total server memory will give you the current usage, whereas the target will give you the amount of RAM which is requested by the required by the SQL server. So whereas buffer cache ratio, okay, and almost how much buffer is required to manage the things. So it should be more than 300 as a minimum value. Page rep 90% more than, whereas page rep expectancy should be more than 300 hours.
So why did not you tell me that before? When I'm asking what all things that you would consider before you setting next level memory, you just said that you would straight away just give 90% of the available memory to the SQL server, and that is the only thing that you will do.
Okay, the kind of things we all look all these things, okay, but the condition what we follow is the 90% will be followed, but definitely we have to check all these things when there is a kind of approach.
Do you have a pen or where you can actually note it down? Some of the things that I would want you to note it down.
Pen.
Yeah. Please have a pen. I can wait.
Okay.
I can wait.
Okay, no issues. 1 second.
Pen and paper. I want you to write you something. Write something.
Okay, right. చాలా డెడికేటెడ్ చేస్తాను, పెన్ను పేపర్ తీసుకుని ఇన్వైట్ చేస్తాను. హలో హలో హలో.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm ready now.
Okay, ready? So, the questions where you really need to work on a little bit is, I have asked you, imagine you have a critical production database where a transaction has been killed, and it is taking a very long time to roll back.
Okay.
And there are a lot of processes are being blocked. So what would you do?
Okay.
So you said that you have to wait. You do not restart or still or anything. You do not restart the services. You don't do anything. You just have to wait.
No,
Apart from
restarting the
that,
services again impacting the production environment, right? Okay. So restart is definitely there. Okay. Restart simply restarting means, okay, so if it is taking long time or maybe for restarting also it has to roll back, right? Suppose.
No, I'm saying you suggested that you must not restart. You have to wait.
Yes.
Which is good.
Okay.
Which is good. Which is right way to do it. We must not just, all you have to do is wait because it is rolling back and it will roll back.
Yeah. So what I feel, some people will say, if you perform the restart, it will be TV cleared, but that is not a good solution. Restart, maybe you doesn't know what is the behavior.
Yes, of course. So that is not recommended, and you never said that you have to restart. I said this is right. We have to wait. We do not restart. We have to wait. But then we also have to see how long the transaction has been going and what kind of locks does it have, and what is it blocking.
Yes, we can use DMV EXCC request to identify. So what is the transaction that is going on?
Can you note down these questions and rephrase this answer in an appropriate way? Like the last time you have answered me saying that I'll wait. So you would not say I'll wait. You will say that I'll see how long the transaction has been going on, and what kind of lock does it have,
okay, no issue.
and how would you check what kind of lock does it have. No. You don't have to explain. I know you know this answer. It's just that you do not know how to project it. What it is blocking, and making sure it is not an orphan DTC process is applicable. And do not restart the service at any cost. So that is an appropriate answer. But you'll have to elaborate your answer.
Okay, got it.
What do you do while you are waiting?
Okay, so I thought like, what is your action at the time? So that is the only thing I thought. Okay, but I understand your approach. You are expecting some more details.
Yes. Because I'm going to promote you for the next customer round, and when they ask you any question, you really have to be in detail. What is the approach? You will not just go and directly tell the answer saying it's not going to be accepted as an experienced DBA. You really have to have your approach of handling the situation. So can you please write down? Okay.
Yeah.
And The next question that I asked is, if you have a critical SQL server that is not starting, what would you do?
Okay.
So your answer is that you will have to go through, you will see all these logs, your Windows 7 log, or SQL server log, or failover cluster log, or installation log, or whatever it is. You'll go and check. You'll have to list all the logs that you do not check.
Okay.
Okay. And when I'm asking you, tell me about a time when you had to troubleshoot slow performance. So slow performance, you have to give a very detailed insight about. There has to be. You should absolutely reference where types here and give examples.
Okay, got it. Definitely. So I'll go to a couple of examples.
You'll have to give.
Okay.
Yes. You'll have to reference where types and give examples. And the response should be like, how were the issues identified? How did you identify? Well, it was your problem, not somebody else's problem.
Okay.
And what are the symptoms?
Okay.
Okay. Before somebody says that it's a slow performance, you do not jump into doing something, right?
Yes.
You identify whether it is your problem or not. It might be something else. It might be because of the network. It might be it might be an app-related issues and all this. But all you think that it is, but identify the believe that it is because of a problem, and then you started troubleshooting it, fine-tuning it. You have to absolutely refer where types here.
Okay.
If you miss to spell where types here, then you are going to miss a lot of points.
Okay, sure.
Okay. The next question that I asked was, users are saying that they cannot connect with SQL Server, what they do. So, they said that a lot of things, right?
Yes.
You also have to mention whether the application is able to connect to the port, and there was some firewall changes, because that's actually in production environment. The firewall changes keep happening. So you have to mention the firewall change.
Okay.
While you're troubleshooting, you'll have to definitely mention that, can the issues be reproduced, can the DBA connect to the servers or not? If DBA is able to connect, then, when the problem started, what happened, firewall changes, if there was any firewall changes made or not, likewise.
Okay.
And they might ask you about the 10 DB, so you know why they're used for joins or temp tables and variables and virtual stores and temporary statistics. So you already know. I'm sure that you are aware about the reorganizing and or the rebuilding of indexes.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm sure you probably can talk detailed about it.
Yeah.
We already spoken about what the types we can actually make the full backup run faster, where you have said you can have multiple file backups like that. There you can throw light on faster storage or more network throughput,
Okay.
backup compressions, and likewise. And I think I've spoken about the what would you do if you get a corrupt page alert. So you have to start from the CheckDB, everything. Read the corruption message to find out more about it, and run the CheckDB. And what is the next step? You have to put your entire detailed analysis on it.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and then I might ask you. The customer might ask you, okay, what two tools you should use to change service account password for a standalone instances and a clustered instances.
Okay.
If you have to change your service account password, yeah. So what all things, which all places will change? Apply your service account password. If it is a standalone, where would you change your service account password? If it is a cluster, where would you change your service account password?
Okay.
Can you tell me?
In a normal server, standard server, go to configuration. So wherever you are changing, you can change it, right? Okay. So whereas for a cluster, you can use in Active Directory.
And how about two-level cluster manager?
Yes, payroll cluster manager also.
Okay. Okay. So please remember that.
Okay, sure.
And what are the DMVs? Few DMVs. I'm sure you know a
Yes,
lot of them. And one more question that they might be very much interested in is CPC 2008 R2 or later. What is the key feature which will actually help applications with 24/7 uptime requirements and high performance requirements
okay.
in 2008 R2?
In 2008 R2. Oh,
So can you tell me these two features that will help applications with 24/7 uptime requirements and high performance requirements?
high performance and uptime.
So online index operation is definitely 24/7
Yes,
uptime
yes,
requirement,
that is correct. That is
right?
correct. Yeah.
Online index operations
That is correct. But resource governor is
and
one
for
more approach.
uptime. No. I'm asking about 2008 R2, not 2012.
Okay, resource governor is there in 2008 also, right?
In R2, okay, yes.
Where we can
And
manage.
for uptime, you can actually mention database mirroring as well.
Yes, that is correct. You can have the automatic failover.
Okay. And for high performance requirements, probably you can mention about additional memory or advanced read ahead.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And what problem can happen if a transaction log which starts actually growing very frequently in one MB chunk?
Okay.
Can you tell me what problem it will happen if
So in this
the
case,
transaction log?
there is a continuous transaction or long transaction is running, which is causing the
Mm-hmm.
log to grow continuously. So log have different
Okay,
states,
in
right?
one
Okay.
MB chunk.
So different states like active, recoverable, reusable, and unused. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
active means it is continuously running. Whereas recoverable means the transaction is completed but log backup is not completed. Reusable means
Okay.
transaction is completed but backup is completed. Okay. Whereas the fourth one is unused means still the transaction is not used the VLM.
Huh.
So if it is an active transaction, it will be continuously in active mode and will be acquired the a single VLF file will be used for all the transactions.
Yes. So it can become the transaction log can become very fragmented both at OS level and it inside SQL Server, and the number of VLFs can also increase exceptionally.
Yes, that is correct. So we have to increase our
Yes.
VLF count.
Yes. So what is the biggest problem with shrinking a database file?
Syncing a database file, definitely internally you cannot sync the data file, but you can sync the log file. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
there not be any issue. Okay, so internally data file is containing the data.
Yes.
So which contains the data, syncing data means definitely internally all the pages or the action should be reorganized, so which will have the performance issues. When you are syncing the larger things, so it will it will hang the complete data portion. It will have a complete data portion hung and it will may keep the performance issues.
In the mirroring, what happens in your principal database, in synchronous database mirroring, it does synchronous, not asynchronous. It is synchronous database mirroring. And it is not able to talk to the witness, or it is not able to talk to the mirror. So what will happen for the principal?
Sorry,
It
can you
is a synchronous
repeat the
mirroring.
question?
It is a synchronous mirroring.
Okay.
So your principal is not able to communicate to the mirror, or it is
You
not
have to
able
verify
to.
the endpoint or you have to reinitialize the endpoint again.
No. So what would be the behavior of the principal? When it is not able to either connect to the mirror or to the witness,
It
it
will
is
be
not
in
able to connect to
disconnected
the.
state and we are waiting for the transactions or waiting for the resources to communicate it.
When it shut down,
Sorry, when?
when it shut down
Shut down.
in synchronous database mirroring. Where it has to continuously mirror and it is not able to communicate to the mirror as well as the witness. So what the principal will do? Will it shut down?
No, it will not be shut down. Why? Because it will keep on waiting for resources. Okay, shut down
But it is
means
a synchronous database mirroring.
if mirror is down, then it will shut down. Sorry, if witness is down, then it will shut down.
Or what about mirror? If mirror is also down, witness is up and the mirror is down.
So no issues. Why? Because the SQL server will be continuously
Are
accepting
you
that.
sure? Are you sure?
No, data is there at the principal server. Application is connecting to the principal server. Okay, just mirroring is the only second server, which will be accepting the connection. If something happens to that server, so there is no issue at all with the server, right? But the log will grow at the principal side until the transactions are transferred to the other case.